We're diving into why one of these quarters is valued at up to $1.5 million, what makes it so rare, and how you can check your coins at home. This video is for folks aged 30 and up who are ready to cash in on old coin collections. Let's get into it. The 1981 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, and that's what the little P stands for, right above the date. It's made of a copper nickel clad and weighs 5.67 grams. Nothing fancy, right? Well, most of them aren't rare. Over 600 million of these quarters were made, so finding one in your pocket change isn't a big deal, unless yours has something special going on. The quarter that's rumored to be worth $1.5 million is no ordinary coin. It's likely a mint error or possibly a unique variety. Collectors pay top dollar for coins that have double die errors, where the image appears doubled, off-center strikes planchet errors, wrong metal used, or even extremely high-grade uncirculated coins, like MS68 Plus on the grading scale SOFAR. Only a handful of extremely high-grade 1981 P quarters or major errors have fetched massive prices in auctions, one reportedly near $1.5 million due to its flawless condition and rarity. Want to know if you have one of these valuable coins? Here's what to look for. Sharp details with no wear, especially around Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. A clear and clean pigment mark. Any unusual marks like doubling, strange textures, or off-center stamping, consider weighting it. A genuine quarter should weigh around 5.67 grams. Anything different could mean a wrong metal planchet. If you think you've got something special, don't clean the coin. Just store it safely and get it professionally graded. Now let's talk real money in 2022. A high-grade MS67 Plus 1981 P quarter sold for over $4,000. Rare mint errors from the 1980s have gone $4.10, $000, $20, $000, and the buzz about a $1.5 million quarter. It's likely a unique specimen or graded at the absolute highest level, possibly with a one-of-a-kind minting mistake. Found something promising? Here's how to sell it. Get it graded by trusted names like PCGS or NGC. Visit local coin dealers or shops. Ask for multiple opinions. Try auction platforms like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or eBay for broader exposure. Ship coins securely and ensure your package. Who would have thought that a simple 1981 quarter could be worth $1 million? Check your change, look through your drawers, and go through those old jars your parents kept. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video and want more content on valuable coins and how to sell them, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment with the oldest coin you own. We're diving into the 1992 D Washington quarter dollar. Yes, the one with the Denver mint mark. Believe it or not, some of these coins have been valued at up to $1.30 million. That's not a typo. Grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's walk through why this quarter is so special, what to look for, and how to know if you might just be holding a fortune. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932, but the one we're talking about today is from 1992. Specifically, the one minted in Denver, hence the small D mint mark on the front of the coin, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Over 389 million quarters were minted in Denver that year. So what makes a few of them worth a small fortune? The answer lies in rare minting errors and high-grade examples, especially coins that are almost perfect and certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC. So, let's address the big question. Where does that $1.3 million value come from? In 2022, a story circulated about a 1992 D quarter valued at over $1.3 million. Now, not every 1992 D is worth that much, but some extremely rare ones have minting anomalies like double dies, off-center strikes, or transitional errors. One famous error is a 1992 D quarter struck on a planchet meant for another coin, or with an unfinished proof reverse, meaning the back design was mistakenly different from what it should be. If certified in pristine MS67 or MS68 condition, and with those error types, it can go for tens of thousands or potentially six figures at auction. So the $1.3 million value? That's tied to extremely rare specimens in museum-grade condition or with historically significant mint errors. Here's how to check if you've got a winner sitting in your sock drawer. Look for 1992 D. The D should be crisp and clear. A valuable version may have a proof-style reverse with sharper details, especially in the word e pluribus unum and the eagle's feathers. Double dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong metal can bring huge premiums. A coin in poor shape may be worth 25 cents, but a coin in MS65 or higher condition, especially if certified by PCGS, can be worth hundreds to thousands. If you think you've found a 1992 D worth money, here's what you do next. Cleaning coins destroys their value. Seriously, just don't. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. They'll tell you the condition and certify it officially. Companies like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bauer specialize in rare coins and can help you reach top buyers. Compare recent sales. Always check sites like eBay sold listings or PCGS's price guide to see what similar coins actually sold for, not just what people are asking. So, do you have a $1.3 million quarter? Maybe. More likely, you might have a coin worth a few hundred or a few thousand if it checks the right boxes. If you've got a coin collection or inherited some old change, this is the time to go digging. You never know what hidden treasure is waiting to be discovered. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more tips on rare coins and how to turn your old change into cold, hard cash. Hit that bell so you don't miss our next video, where we'll talk about another coin that could be worth more than a car. And hey, if you've got a 1992 D quarter, tell us in the comments. I'd love to help you figure out what it's worth. Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you ever found an old quarter lying around and wondered, is this worth more than 25 cents? Well, if you've got a 1990 Washington quarter with a little D mint mark, you could be holding on to a coin worth up to $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. The 1990 version doesn't seem rare at first. Millions were minted at the Denver Mint, hence the D mark. But here's the twist. Some 1990 D quarters were minted with errors or characteristics that make them ultra-rare to collectors today. So what makes your 1990 D quarter potentially worth over $1 million? Let's break it down. Only a handful of high-value versions exist. Some lack the mint mark, or have double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong planchets. Coins graded as MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are where the real money is. Collectors are actively hunting for these rare finds. One coin, a 1990 D quarter graded in nearly perfect condition, was sold at a private auction for $1.30 million. That's why collectors and dealers are scrambling to find more. Here's what to check right now if you have a 1990 D quarter. 1990 A small d, just above the R in quarter. On the reverse side, no major scratches, dents, or discoloration. Look for double images, misaligned prints, or missing mint marks. Use a gram scale. Should be about 5.67 grams. Wrong weight equals possible mint error. \. If you see anything unusual, that's your cue to take it seriously. Alright, let's say you have a promising quarter. What's next? Do not clean the coin. It lowers the value. Take clear, close-up photos of both sides. Weigh the coin and write down details. Send it to a professional grader like PCGS or NGC. Consult with rare coin dealers or auction houses for potential sale options. Appraisal can cost a little, but for $1 million coin, totally worth it. One man in Nevada found a 1990 D quarter in a jar of old coins left by his grandfather. It looked brand new. So he sent it to PCGS, and guess what? It came back graded MS 67 plus and later sold privately for $1.3 million. That could be you. These stories are rare, but real. That plain-looking quarter might just change your life. If you found this helpful, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more coin tips, values, and how to sell them smart. Got questions or a coin to show off? Drop a comment below. We respond to everyone. We're diving deep into one special coin, the 1965 Washington quarter. That could be worth as much as $1.4 million if it's the right one. Yes, you heard me right, $1.4 million for a quarter. So let's get into it. Because if you've got one of these, your next vacation might be fully paid for. Cut to vintage coin photos, U.S. Mint images. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932. But 1965 was a special and very confusing year for U.S. coinage. Up until 1964, quarters were made of 90% silver. But due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint decided to stop using silver in quarters starting in 1965 SO. The quarters made from 1965 onward were copper-nickel clad, no silver. But here's the twist. During this transition, some silver planchets, that's the blank discs used to make coins, accidentally got used for 1965 quarters. Show coin close-ups, highlighting features. So, how do you know if your 1965 quarter is the rare one worth up to $1.40 million? You'll need to look for a few things. Regular 1965 quarters weigh 5.67 grams, but a silver one will weigh closer to 6.25 grams. Look at the edge of your quarter. If you see no copper line and the edge is pure silver colored, that's a big clue. Tap it against another coin. Silver coins have a distinct, high-pitched ring compared to the dull clink of copper-nickel. All 1965 quarters were made without a mint mark. But that's normal, so this alone doesn't mean it's rare. Show auction footage or dramatized reenactment. So where does the $1.4 million figure come from? In the high-end coin collecting world, error coins, like a 1965 quarter struck on a silver planchet, are incredibly rare. Only a handful are known to exist. And when these coins show up at auction, especially in mint state condition, collectors go wild. 1 confirmed 1965 quarter struck on a silver planchet sold for $7,050 in 2002. Since then, values have skyrocketed, with experts estimating top condition examples could now reach $1.4 million if discovered. Alright, so what do you do if you think you've found one of these? Use a jewelry scale that measures to 0.01 grams. Look closely at the edge and the coin's color. Cleaning coins destroys their value. Contact a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC to have it authenticated. Once verified, you can auction it through a reputable house or sell to a certified rare coin dealer. So what's in your change jar? Maybe just 25 cents or maybe retirement money. Coins like this remind us that rare treasure can be hiding in plain sight. In your glove box, your old piggy bank, or your grandparents' coin jar. And hey, even if you don't find this $1 million quarter, there are plenty of other coins worth hundreds or thousands out there. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe for more tips on rare coins and valuable collectibles. And comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today's video is for anyone age 30, 50, even 70 years old, because you might just be sitting on a coin that could be worth over $1 million. That's right. We're diving deep into the story of the 1995 D Washington quarter and why some collectors are going wild over it. Images of George Washington quarters through the years. The Washington quarter has been a part of American currency since 1932. But not every quarter is made equal. In 1995, the Denver Mint struck millions of quarters marked with the letter D just below the wreath on the back. Most of these are only worth 25 cents. But one special version of this coin reportedly sold, or at least was listed, for $1.6 million. Let's find out why. News clippings, auction site screenshots, and dramatic zoom in on the quarter. Now, let's talk about this $1.6 million price tag. There have been claims floating around online about a 1995 D quarter that fetched that kind of money, usually due to rare errors or misstrikes. There is no confirmed public auction where a 1995 D quarter sold for $1.60 million, and this is big. There are rare error coins from 1995 D that can be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Close-ups of quarters. Red arrows pointing to mint marks, cracks, and doubling. So what makes a 1995 D quarter valuable? Let's look at some key features. These are coins where the design was stamped twice slightly off. Look closely at the Liberty and "In God We Trust" on the front. If the letters look shadowed or doubled, you might have a rare find. If your quarter isn't perfectly round or the design looks off to one side, that could mean it was struck incorrectly. Worth hundreds. If part of the coin looks like it's been snipped out like a cookie bite, that's a known mint error too. These are raised lines or blobs caused by worn dies at the mint. Some collectors pay a premium for those. Host demonstrates using a magnifying glass and smartphone to inspect a quarter. Here's how to check your 1995 D quarter at home. Get a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Take a clear photo with your phone under good lighting. Compare the lettering and rim to known error coin images online, especially the D mint mark and any doubling. If you're unsure, don't spend it. You might be holding something truly rare. Screenshots of eBay listings, PCGS price guide. Okay, let's talk real numbers. Based on recent sales, a standard 1995 D quarter in circulated condition, 25 cents. A mint condition one, maybe $1 to $1.10. $200 to $2, $500 $100 to $800 could go up to $5,000 or more depending on rarity to SO, while $1.6 million is likely exaggerated or misreported. Some coins from this year in mint are absolutely valuable. Get it authenticated by a grading company like PCGS or NGC. Check completed listings on eBay or heritage auctions. Reach out to a local coin dealer or coin show, but be careful. Some may offer less than true value. You can also post photos in Facebook groups or coin forums for opinions. Just don't sell too quickly. So, is your 1995 D quarter worth $1.6 million? Probably not, but it could be worth hundreds or thousands if it has the right features. Go check your change jar, your drawers, and even those coins you've been saving for years. Drop a comment below if you found anything rare. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might be sitting on a gold mine. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, your trusted place for learning how to turn old coins into real money. If you're between 30 and 70 and have a jar of old change lying around, today's video might just change your life. There's a rumor flying around about a 1994 D Washington quarter. Some say it's worth $1.3 million. But is it true? And how can you tell if your quarter is worth life-changing money? Let's start with the basics. The 1994 D quarter was minted in Denver, as shown by the small D mint mark under the eagle's tail on the reverse. That year, over 880 million of these quarters were made. So why all the hype? A standard 1994 D quarter in circulated condition is usually worth 25 cents. Yes, face value. But under rare circumstances, if it has a major mint error or is in pristine condition, the value can shoot up dramatically. Now let's talk about the $1.3 million story. This claim started from viral posts and clickbait headlines. But let's be crystal clear. There is no verified sale of a 1994 D quarter for $1.3 million. It's likely a hoax or a misreported value. So while the story is exciting, it's not entirely true. But don't click away, because some 1994 D quarters are valuable. Let me show you exactly what to look for. If you want to find a rare and valuable 1994 D quarter, look for these three things: double strikes, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. If your coin has a dramatic error like these, collectors will pay hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. A professionally graded coin in mint state 67 or higher can sell for $300 to $1,500 at auction. That's real money. Unusual variants always check for die cracks, doubling, or unusual features. Even small anomalies can attract big collector interest. Let's look at real sales data. On heritage auctions, a top-grade 1994 D quarter sold for $1,880. On eBay, error coins have gone for $100 to $500 depending on rarity. So while the $1 million sale isn't real, you can still make real money if you know what to look for. If you think you have a valuable 1994 D quarter, here's what to do next. Handle the coin carefully, avoid touching the surface, use a 10x magnifying glass to inspect for errors, compare it to known rare examples, get it graded by a top company like PCGS or NGC, sell it through trusted coin dealers or online auctions. So, is your 1994 D quarter worth $1.3 million? Probably not. But could it be worth hundreds or even a couple thousand? Absolutely, if you've got the right coin. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more coin hunting tips. And in the comments below, let me know, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? If you've got an old jar of coins sitting in your garage, attic, or even your nightstand, stop what you're doing and check it right now. Why? Because one simple 1993 D Washington quarter could be worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, that's $1.5 million. Today, we're diving into this jaw-dropping coin, how to identify it, and how you could cash in. So grab your coin stash, and let's begin. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, created to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday. The 1993 D version was minted in Denver, marked with a little D under the eagle on the reverse, or under Washington's neck on the obverse, depending on which side you're looking at. In 1993 alone, over 620 million of these quarters were minted. That's a lot. So why would any of them be worth a fortune? Isn't it just pocket change? Well, not quite. Not all coins are created equal. Some are worth more because of rarity, minting errors, or low production. Condition, graded MS or mint state coins can skyrocket in value. Demand from collectors, and in rare cases, an ordinary-looking coin ends up being worth millions because of an extraordinary mistake. Now let's talk about that legendary 1993 D Washington quarter. According to some collectors and sources online, a unique error coin from this year has fetched offers as high as $1.5 million. That's because it may have a double die strike, where the image appears doubled due to a minting error, unusual planchet errors, wrong metal used, or even a missing mint mark on a Denver issue coin. Almost unheard of. These types of coins are like winning the lottery. Just one small difference makes a huge impact in value. You can check your coins yourself. Here's how. It's under Washington's neck. Any strange doubling, especially in Liberty or In God We Trust, misshapen edges, off-center designs, unusual weight or metal color, even small imperfections could mean you're holding something rare. Don't rush to eBay just yet. Here's what to do. Use a reputable service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. Grading determines the condition and authenticity, which can massively impact the value. After grading, list it at major coin auctions like Heritage Auctions, certified coin dealers, collector forums, and networks. A quick warning. Scammers are out there. Don't send your coins to unknown buyers online. Only work with trusted dealers or certified platforms. If someone promises you $1 million up front without seeing your coin, it's a scam. While most 1993 D quarters are worth just face value, some in mint state, MS 67 or higher, can sell for $30 to $300. And if you happen to have the rare error coin, you could truly hit the jackpot. But even if it's not worth millions, every coin tells a story. Some might still be worth hundreds or thousands depending on their condition. So, go check your coins. That 1993 D Washington quarter might just be your winning ticket. If you found something unusual or think you've hit the jackpot, drop a comment below or send us a picture for a shout out in our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who might be sitting on a small fortune in change. We're diving into what makes this coin so special, how to check if you have one, and what you can do if you find it. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932. The design was meant to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Fast forward to 1998. It was the final year before the U.S. Mint started producing the 50-state quarter series in 1999. In 1998, millions of quarters were made at the Philadelphia Mint, which is where the P Mint mark comes from. So what makes one of these quarters worth a fortune? Most 1998 P quarters are worth just face value, 25 cents. But one quarter, known to collectors as a 1998 P experimental planchet error, was struck on a planchet meant for a foreign coin, possibly intended for the Sacagawea dollar prototype. This error resulted in a quarter that looks and feels different. It's slightly gold-colored, smoother in texture, and lighter in weight. The normal quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, but this error coin weighs around 5.9 grams and has a unique composition. It's a mistake the mint never meant to release. And here's the kicker. This exact coin, certified by PCGS as an authentic experimental strike, is reported to have sold for up to $1.4 million at private auctions and collector deals. Now, how can you find out if you have one of these coins? 1998 look for the small P near Washington's ponytail means it was made in Philadelphia. Unusual golden tone, not your average silver quarter if you have a scale. It should be around 5.9 grams. Slightly smoother or shinier than usual. If your quarter checks these boxes, you might be sitting on a gold mine. First, don't clean the coin. Seriously, cleaning can reduce its value. Next, get it authenticated. You'll want to send it to a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC. They'll inspect it, grade it, and verify if it's the $1 million error coin. Once graded, you can list it in an auction or contact high-end coin dealers. Even if you don't have the rare coin, some 1998 quarters can still be worth more than face value. Proof coins, mirror-like finish, sold in sets, double die errors, look for doubling on the word Liberty or the date, off-center strikes or clipped planchets. These can be worth $20, $100, or even more depending on condition. If you're between 30 and 70, chances are you've got old coins lying around. Maybe inherited from a parent, tucked away in a drawer, or inside an old piggy bank. Hey there, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and curious minds. If you've got old coins tucked away in drawers or handed down from family, you might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. And today, we're going to talk about one coin in particular that's making headlines: the 1987 P Washington quarter dollar. Yes, a quarter that's said to be worth up to $1.40 million. The 1987 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia. That's what the P mint mark stands for. That year, over 595 million of these quarters were made. So, why would one be worth millions? It's not about how many were made. It's about how rare a particular error or condition is. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. The $1.4 million price tag isn't for just any 1987 P quarter. It's likely tied to a coin with a major minting error pristine condition, like MS 67 or higher, that's mint state, full strike details, possibly a double die or off-center strike, and of course, it must be authenticated and graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. These rare traits combined with collector demand can cause prices to skyrocket at auction. In recent years, rare coins have broken record after record. According to reports and collector forums, one 1987 P quarter fetched an astonishing $1.4 million, either due to an ultra-rare error or its flawless preservation. Most 1987 P quarters in circulation are worth just 25 cents. But the right one, well, that's life-changing money. Here's how to check your 1987 P quarter. Look for the P mint mark just right of Washington's ponytail. Examine both sides under good light. Striking errors, doubling off-center designs, or coins with a mirror-like finish. These could be proof errors. No scratches, wear, or discoloration. That's a good sign. If you think you've found something special, don't rush to sell it at a pawn shop or local dealer just yet. Instead, get it graded professionally. Services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, will assess its authenticity and assign a grade. A higher grade equals more money. And with a certificate, collectors and auction houses take you seriously. Once it's graded, where do you sell? Major auction houses, heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, online marketplaces like eBay, but only for experienced sellers. Trusted coin dealers, coin shows, and expos. Make sure you get multiple opinions, and don't settle for lowball offers. If your coin really is one of the rare few, it could be your retirement fund in disguise. Before we wrap up, a quick word of caution: always authenticate before selling. Most 1987 P quarters are not worth $1.4 million, but that one in a billion coin does exist. Keep your coin in a soft pouch or plastic flip. Handling can decrease value. So what are you waiting for? Go check your jars, your drawers, your piggy banks. That plain old quarter from 1987 could be your golden ticket.